You know, so a couple of, I think it was in January 20-something, I went to Mexico for the first time in 15 years. I'm Mexican. I was born in Texas, but I lived in Mexico the majority of my life. And it's been at least 15 years since I last went there. And it was when my grandmom on my mom's side passed away. Like, I don't know if it's the same like everywhere in the world, but for me, or for Mexicans, like the grandma is like such a big part of our lives that it was, I mean, still to this day, you know, like I still talk to her, I still dream about her. Like my grandma was like a lot to me. Even when my grandma on my dad's side passed away, I couldn't cross because you know, it was bad. You know, the situation in Juarez is really bad. Anyway, so you know, me going back to Mexico was I don't want it to sound corny or cheesy, but it was almost like a spiritual thing, right? For me to go back to where I grew up, right? The culture that I grew up in, the, you know, the atmosphere, the people, that everybody's on the grind. Everybody is on the grind. Every single person there is like an entrepreneur just by happenstance. It just happens that everybody's always on a grind, trying to get their money up somehow. You know, we had tacos. Beautiful, beautiful, succulent pastor tacos. They were overrated. I'm not gonna lie about my own shit, you know. I'm a taco connoisseur, okay? And I say this two times a week. Do I love tacos because I'm Mexican? Or do I love tacos because tacos are amazing?
It's like boys playing men at this point. It really is. OpTic Gaming just too damn good. 7-0 map number 2. They will progress now through to the winners bracket semi-finals, which of course will be later on in the day. Excited to see.
Oh, someone. Oh, I was gonna say Freya might push this one. Oh, Solar's picked up a kill on Mental. Cross-map explosives evens it out here. Praise gets one as well.
This is now a huge fight for Summons. He cannot afford to lose this.
Yeah.
As well has Incense. Summons, it's must win, and Fran he's buying time. Fran does go down. Can Summons clean it up? It's going to be a 1v2. He goes down. They're on the E-hill as well. The airfield's being kept. That's 4 players down. It's Mental. He's off spawn. Envy, surely. Can they do it? 3 seconds. 2 seconds. They get it. Envy send OpTic Gaming down into the losers bracket for their first time in Gears of War 4. They will be progressing through to the grand final. And that must be a serious breath of relief for Team X.
It's both. Like you're not both like right or wrong. Like it's everything. Like
nothing annoys me more when I'm fucking screaming my lungs out and like no one else. Like I'm already losing my voice.
Well, we're not hitting on the fundamentals. Like we're not hitting on the stuff that makes us good. We're not playing together. We're not supporting each other. We're not team firing. Like the stuff that makes us top.
Like talking is so hard. It's 2017. 2017. Fucking 5 words around. Like, it's great.
We're also tilting.
And the rounds we would win, it's because somebody fucking goes off. Like,
you're talking about huh? No, I'm talking about the next match. Focus on the London now.
Yeah, the London. I gave you the same talk in London. Yeah, that's up, man.
we're about to literally, the lights not even on.
Same shit in London, bro.
I'm pretty sure the male one is.
Like we gotta rotate as a team. Like we'll do like something by ourselves. Like we get a kill, and like we see that the home's open, and we'll go to their home by ourselves. Like don't do that. Like push as a team. That's literally what we did every single time.
We did not play like ourselves. We did not play well, and they were just the better team at that point. They were more prepared. They were more organized, and they were hungrier for the win than I think we were at that point. So we did manage to take a map off them, and it should have been a lot more in our favor, but we just, every time we caught momentum, they brought it right back. So
first map we played was Harbor against them, and they just out-rotated us and beat us really badly. I think we lost the map 7-2. The next map after that was Foundation. We ended up closing out that map and going to tiebreaker to just get outplayed tiebreaker, where you know they were moving very quickly as a team and playing really well as a team. We lost that match, went on to the losers finals.
Okay, everybody was having a good time. We're winning. All of a sudden, we lost the first match. Okay, we dropped. And there was an issue. I know what the issue is. I know what happened, right? But I can't talk about it here. I don't want to talk about it. It's none of my business. But whatever. We drop into the losers bracket. We make a run for it. We're back in the finals, and we're like, all right, everything's gonna happen. Everything's gonna be good. It wasn't.
Kenny, he's going to have to just wait for his teammates to come alive here. But the D-Hill's being taken. Now you don't have time to wait. Now you have to push the anvil. Kenny's going to be weak. Is he going to be able to break it? I don't think he's going to be able to touch it. He goes in. Souls gets the kill. Team Envious.
Oh my God, they did!
Team Envious have done it.
Wow! Your new champions, Team Envious, coming here in Mexico City to finally take their first event.
And look at how much it means to them. They have been trying for so long.
You know our communication sucks ass when I fucking hear praise across the fucking room, over the crowd, like other than my teammates. Like, why the fuck do I hear the other team calling out? What the fuck?
I still got pushed in my spawn by 3 Envious.
That's fucking insane, bro. Oh, son.
Nah, you guys had that stuff like
We didn't play like ourselves.
They didn't want it. Like, we literally, they wanted it more than us.
We wanted that win, bro. What did they want to breathe?
They outplayed us as a team, individually. They communicated better. They had better pushes. They had everything. They were doing everything better than us.
We just didn't play well, and Envy beat our asses to 2-0 us in the grand finals.
When we lost the match, unfortunately, the entire series, when we lost the entire tournament, when we came in second place to Envious, you know, Lava gets off stage and just disappears. The team and I go out to dinner. You know, I tell them, you know, now you know what it feels like. You don't have to feel like this again if you win, right? Like the only thing that you're going through right now is because you lost. Now you know how it feels like. Don't let it happen again. You know, win. But it was the team was, you know, we were missing Lava. It was everybody except for Lava. Lava disappeared.
We've been having conversations with him about the way he has been affecting the team and having a negative impact on the team, and you know, stopping us from growing as a team. And it just got to the point where we felt like business-wise and as a team, to continue winning, we would have to part ways with him just because of the issues he was bringing to the team.
I get home and I get a text from Jay saying that they dropped Lava and that they're picking up this other dude, and I'm like, time out. That's not how it works. Not enough. That's not how it works. We talk about it, and then we make it, you know, work. I talked to Lava. Lava said that his own friends betrayed him. His own friends weren't there for him. He was stressing out. He said that he had issues that he was going through, and that his own friends weren't there for him. That his own friends, who he has known for such a long time, just went away, didn't reach out to him, haven't checked in on him. They just dropped him, right? And then I told them a very logical explanation for that. You know, like when they wanted to be there for you, when they wanted to tell you, Lava, it's not your fault. We lost as a team, bro. This is our loss, not just yours. When they wanted to be there for you, to tell you that, you were gone. You disappeared, right? When they try to be your friend, you weren't there to allow them to be your friends. And I was trying to talk to him, you know, as an older brother, right? Because, you know, I'm worldly, goddammit, right? I've been around. And I told him, you can't expect people to do what you want them to do when you want them to do it. You know, it's a two-way street. You have to allow them to reach out to you. You have to allow for them to have you took the opportunity away from them for them to prove how good of friends they were to you by running away from it, by not picking up the phone, by not coming to dinner with your team. You know, we win together. We sure as fuck are gonna lose together. Unfortunately, you took that away from them, and you know they're reacting a certain way, and you can't blame them for it.
This leads into talking about the newest addition to the team now, Red Icy. If you've been following Gears of War, you know who Icy is. He's a very strong slayer, and he's more than likely on main stage screaming how he's not losing.
What's going on, guys? My name is Nick, or OpTic Icy. A lot of people call me Red Icy. Any of those are fine. I kind of want to just introduce myself to you guys a little bit here. I know I'm on a phone, but it's honestly probably the highlight of my gaming career, getting to represent OpTic Gaming. It's honestly a dream come true. I never would have thought, you know, 10 years ago that any of this would be the case. So it's humbling, really, to be honest with you.
We made a change after a lot of talking. We just couldn't come to an agreement anymore, and the boys decided that it was time to part ways with Lava. Unfortunately, I really like Lava. I wish that it didn't turn out the way it did, but you know, we make our own bed. We have to sleep in it.
What's up, Vision? I know that this past week has been a little sad. Hopefully the Halo team can turn it around. After Burbank, obviously we lost to Envy. We ended up losing the grand finals, losing 2 best-of-7s. The mentality honestly was pretty positive. We won the winners finals 1-4-1, pretty dominant in how we wanted to win it. When we lost in the finals, when we ended up losing, we just kind of chalked it up to, I feel like we weren't playing that good. Obviously Envy was a great team. Envy performed out of their minds, but it kind of had the same feeling as X Games when we lost, where we just really felt like we didn't play up to our potential. So heading into St. Louis, we really didn't change a whole lot, just really focused up on clutching up in games, specifically in our Slayers we had to work on. And then, I mean, obviously St. Louis turned out a much better turnout for us.
It's a bit of a funny situation because everybody's saying the OpTic curse, the OpTic curse. And I made a joke before, like, we stay losing, right? It's not no curse, we lose. But we ended up losing. Yeah, we lost for the first time ever. I think they lost for the first time. I think TJ hadn't lost in 3 years or 2 years or something like that. Hadn't lost a single tournament. Think about that. A person that hadn't lost a single tournament like that. I think he lost X Games and then this one, right? But think about that. They hadn't lost in that long. So for them to lose was a little bit of a wake-up call, right? Like a wake-up call that we are not invincible.
So starting off St. Louis, we just played 2 AM teams. They actually beat Panda, which was a 7th seed going into it, who we thought we were going to be playing. So we unexpectedly played them. It was a pretty easy round overall. It got us warmed up for the tournament. Yeah. And then we played Liquid after that, before the winners finals and the winners semis.
Inches away, they weren't able to do so. And look at this, 3 down. OpTic Gaming is turning this around. That's all 4 down for Team Liquid. You've got Royal 2 running the flag on the other side. If they cap this, they will go up 2-1, but the game will not be over. There's still plenty of time left on the clock. Royal 2 flies in, caps the flag. OpTic Gaming is still in this.
We actually went to Game 5 with them. Liquid's a really good team. They ended up getting second at the tournament. Obviously, they proved to everybody. You guys know Stellar. Great player, obviously.
Yeah, they're playing really well this event.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we went to Game 5 with them, clutched up in Game 5, and then we played Envy in the winners finals.
We can see the player outlines for, oh man, if only Royal 2 had the player outlines, he'd be able to see everything right now. Gets one player, takes another to no shields. You can see on the player outlines 2 in the dip coming up the blue ramp, and Royal 2 either got communication from these guys or sniffed him out, and he is unstoppable right now. 14-3, getting that snapshot headshot on the player, charging over to, oh, another one on the soda area. This kid is just going off.
Heading into the series against Envy, we really weren't focused too much on Burbank or anything like that. Obviously you want to get revenge on losing to a team, but in reality it's just about, you just forget about that past series. It's in the past for a reason. Just really focus up on what we know we need to do, which was just clutch up, you know, play our objective a little bit better and work together better. At Burbank, we were just getting super frustrated. This tournament, we had a super positive outlook. Like, even after a game that we lost, it was just super positive afterwards. And then really, against Envy, it's just, you're playing another team. That's all it is. It's a team in the way of what you're trying to accomplish. So that's really the mindset that we have going into it.
Takes down Stellar, up 44-41. He's got a lot of camo left, so he's got plenty of time to sneak. Player does spot him, misses the ground pound. That's going to be Eco. Snakebite getting help from Frosty. OpTic Gaming not letting up. The aggression is still coming in from OpTic Gaming, 47-41.
You see how he's playing this camo though, Mike? Not being the first person to push in, just backing off. Now they have such a big advantage. Only one more kill for OpTic Gaming to win game number 5, and there it is. Frosty finds it with the snipe.
There you see it. OpTic Gaming definitely happy, and probably a sigh of relief as well, being taken to Game 5.
The losers finals was pretty surprising. Liquid obviously ended up beating Envy in a Game 5. The whole tournament was really close. Straight took Envy to a Game 5, Liquid took us to a Game 5, and then a Game 7 in the finals. Obviously, it wasn't too surprising that Liquid was able to win. We called it from when Liquid formed. Stellar, Eco, Rain Penguin, those are all great players. Like I mentioned earlier, you know, Stellar is absolutely one of the best up-and-coming players right now. It was shocking to see Envy actually lose to them in a Game 5, but we knew how good Liquid was going to be, so when it actually happened, it really wasn't too much of a surprise.
Yeah, I also told Stellar if they beat Envy, I'd give him a $100 bill, so that was his motivation.
Flying at him, that's Frosty. That's Frosty, the player that you talked about before, possibly not having one of his better events, picking up that double kill with sword. Make that triple! Is he gonna get the overkill? Barely missed it. It's odd. Every single time we're looking at these POVs, we see a couple members of OpTic drop, and there's 3 members down for Liquid. This is OpTic.
Next arcade already. So that's not going to come back to bite OpTic too much, but you can see Royal 2 now. That sniper has popped. You know what he is going to. Picks up the double kill as a kill's traded, and this is at the point where Team Liquid cannot afford to trade as Royal 2 removes the visor of 2 of the Team Liquid players.
And this is one of the few times where we've seen, seems like Liquid are not paying attention to where that sniper is at, as they seem to give him kill after kill and poke out in the view of the sniper.
Team Liquid will not say die as Eco trades out another kill, 95 to 87. Team Liquid look like they are going to take this one. Team Liquid are not dead yet. Royalty picks up another kill, and they're going to try and flush this player out. There's the headshot coming in from Frosty. Just a nonchalant no-scope, as if it was nothing at all. And look at this, like it is time. It is now or never for Team Liquid. No! But OpTic Gaming are too smart for that. They are your Halo World Championship St. Louis qualified champions. What a series, Dave, and nothing short of what we expected.
The whole series was actually pretty mellow, though, compared to like playing a team like Envy, just because we're pretty good friends with the other guys on Liquid.
It didn't feel like a finals.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah.
They're in tip-top shape right now, winning. Their confidence is back up to where it should be. That little bit of doubt that was there when they lost is no longer there. I'm hoping that.
So after the event, we decided to come out to the Scuff House. Winning the event was cool. Honestly, though, it wasn't one of the more dominating finishes that we've had. We went to 2 Game 5s and a Game 7. Obviously, winning is awesome. You know, we're always happy to win. You know, it's great.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really get too hyped when we win. I mean, we think it's cool, but I mean, we're usually pretty like chill about it.
Yeah, and then, but basically, the reason to come to the Scuff House was just because we know that going to 2 Game 5s and a Game 7, we have a lot more to work on. I was honestly happy with how we played. We played our Slayers, which is one of the things we worked on a lot, really well. Our objective game needs to be better, though, and that's why coming to the Scuff House, seeing each other's screens, and just being able to talk in person to each other helps a lot with that, too. So it's really a great opportunity for us heading into Vegas.
We're gonna be throwing a boot camp here at the Scuff House. When Assault and Bradon were here, when Mike was still playing alongside Nick, so they came out and they were playing, and right now I think we're waiting for. I haven't talked to Royal 2. Apparently, it's like can't come because it's like a 14-hour flight from. I need to move this house somewhere ASAP so I can have everybody in the one roof. Okay, hopefully we can move somewhere where we can fish, where I can fish all day. I'm super happy because it allows for more content to be here. It allows for them to be on Vision a little bit more. It allows for them to be part of daily content that we produce. And hopefully something sparks their imagination for them to create their own content. Because at the end of the day, okay, at the end of the day, I am in the business of making sure that none of my players need me or OpTic. That is the business that I'm in. Do you know why? Because that generates loyalty. Easy thing to say, hard thing to embody. Which leads me to the Counter-Strike thing. I didn't get a chance to talk about it on Vision because I was upset. I didn't want to get on camera and say something that I didn't want to say. I mean, yeah, we could have cut it and edited it, but I just rather have not talked about it. You know, the whole time I'm feeling like shit, right? Because I know I'm trying my hardest to not let the team down, right? If somebody leaves, fuck it, whatever, right? If somebody leaves me, it'll hurt, but at least it's my pain to bear, right? At least it's me that's gonna feel that sort of betrayal. It's gonna be me that has to deal with it, right? But when my teammates are put in that situation, I always make it a point to try my best to make sure that they're not disappointed in any scenario. I spent 45 minutes, pleading with him, right? Like it just there was no getting to him, and then when I heard that he wasn't talking to Rush and that he wasn't reaching out to Oscar said he didn't even fucking talk to him at all. Then I started getting a little bit upset. But at the same time, I had to swallow my pride, swallow my tongue, and not say what I wanted to fucking say, because I wanted to make sure that the team was going to have what they needed to say. They are left with their dicks in their hands, okay, going into DreamHack. Going into DreamHack, we now have to practice with a fill-in as a tryout and see where we go from there, which is unfortunate for them. It's in 2 weeks, man. It was whatever. I know that I tried my best to get them to stay. more than I should have. Like it was painful for me to say some things, you know, because it was just it just sucks, unfortunately. But it is what it is. One person doesn't stop progress. One person is not OpTic. One person is not gonna determine where we go from here. Just like we've been through this stuff before, you know, it's a little bump on the road. What do you do when you see one? You speed up and take flight.